Good morning, everyone, to those who are here and to those who will be watching later. This is our last training session for 2024. Can you believe it? Today, we're going to look at Instagram marketing and just a very basic overview of it so everyone can understand exactly what it is. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can go through the notes with me. Just give me a sec. And then I'm also going to show you some examples from some of the pages. All right, so basically an introduction to Instagram. What is it? It is a visual platform. That is the main thing about Instagram, is it's all about visuals. It's about great pics, photographs, reels, videos. That's what works. That's what Instagram is actually designed for. Back in the day, it was actually an iPhone app. It was to create iPhone photos and share how good those photos were. But obviously, it developed way beyond that to what it is today, which is really a marketing platform. It is also for a fun personal platform for friends and family. But we're going to look at the business accounts today, which is all about marketing. Okay, so if we read the first point there, it says Instagram is a visual social media platform that allows users to share photos and videos. With over 1 billion active users, it's a powerful tool. Okay. The second point is all about setting up your account, which I'm not going to show here because it's actually very, very easy. It's like a wizard that you go through. You've got the points here. And if anybody is stuck with that at any time, you can always get hold of me and I will share. I can go through it step by step with you if you really are battling. You can actually do it straight from your Facebook account as well, which we'll probably look at later. And I'm always available to help you with that. So when I say your Facebook account, I'm talking about your Facebook business page. Right, so let's look at the features of Instagram. Yes, just going to let Rowan in. Good morning, Rowan. Welcome. Great to have you here. We're busy talking about Instagram. And we're just about to look at the key features of Instagram. This is just an overview for beginners to Instagram. So the main thing on Instagram is much the same as we saw on Facebook. It's got posts, which is just a photograph or a picture that you post with some caption, with a caption below it. The interesting thing about Instagram is you can write fairly long form captions. It's good to have a variety. So some of them will be like short, a couple of sentences, but some of them you can actually do a couple of paragraphs. It is a platform that people are prepared to scroll down and read the captions. So you can have a bit of fun with that. For stories, there aren't really captions. We looked at stories on the Facebook when we did the Facebook session on this. It's just a 24-hour quick either photograph or little tiny video snippet that only stays for 24 hours. It's fun. The good thing about it is that it goes to more than just your followers. So it often reaches a lot of other people. And then Reels are extremely popular. Once again, we did look at it on Facebook. Reels are basically a copycat of TikTok. I think you can only create 90-second Reels. I don't think that's been updated to longer. And there are short, engaging videos that you can have a lot of fun with. You can create the video straight from Instagram, or you can use another app. A great app to use is one called CapCut, and it's got templates for you that it just makes it easy. You just pull in a whole lot of photos, and you choose some music, and it makes a whole little video show for you. It's great. Or you can just upload a video and put some music to it and add some text if you want to. All these things are available on Reels, and we did have a good look at them on the Facebook session, so you can go back there and you can have a look there at exactly how to do them. Very, very popular, and Reels also go out to way beyond your followers. So it's a good idea to use them. Then when it comes to engagement, which is the big thing that you want on all social media platforms, that engagement really helps your algorithm. So the more people who like and comment on your posts or your reels, the better. If they like and comment or share, it makes the algorithm records that, and it starts to show your reels to more and more people. So also people who like and comment or share your post will then start to see more and more of your posts. So we're really after engagement. So ask questions, create content that is trying to get engagement from your followers and from other people who may come across it. Direct messaging is when you want to speak privately to your customer or your follower, and always be very, very careful that you're not commenting just in the comments, but that you are using the direct messaging. It is when you'll click on the little arrow, which looks like a a paper airplane, then you can choose who you direct message. Then hashtags are really, really important on Instagram. It's best to use at the moment. This does change from time to time, but currently they say it is best to use between 3 and 9 hashtags. Hashtags is like a keyword, so it helps people to find your content. So some basic hashtags for us would be something like paint retail, hashtag Universal Paints Boxburg, or Universal Paints Woodmead, whatever it may be, whatever you put your store name in there. Hashtags like home improvement, decor, DIY, things like that are great to use. So depending on what you post, look for a hashtag that is relevant. You can also on the Instagram app go to search and you can put in a hashtag and you'll see all the other kinds of posts that have been posted with that hashtag. But very, very important to use them on Instagram. All right, so some ideas on visual storytelling, on leveraging Instagram for us as paint retailers. The thing about Instagram is telling stories. Okay, so you're using pictures or videos to tell a story. Storytelling is what lures people in. So it's a way of portraying what you're doing or your products that makes people interested. I saw such a good one for Specsavers. I should have written it down because now I've forgotten. Oh, so this is such a funny Specsavers ad that I saw, which is just illustrating visual storytelling. This woman walks up to a man and a woman sitting in a restaurant, and she throws a glass of water into the man's face and says, "Oh, Harold, how could you?" And then at the table next door, Harold is sitting there, and he says, "That's not me. I'm over here." And then basically it's for Specsavers. So such a good storytelling thing. And if we can get creative, we can have a whole lot of fun. But when we're busy, it's quite hard to get creative like that. So just showcasing your products through really great images, highlighting promotions, things like that, all of that can attract potential customers. It's the way it's portrayed. And I'm going to show you a few examples at the end of this. Just keep checking my time. Some engagement strategies, so ways to try and get people to engage, is you can use Instagram Live. Once again, you can see from the previous session on Facebook with Facebook Live, it's a similar concept. Well, it's exactly the same concept, actually. And it's a way to reach lots of people, not necessarily your followers. But host Q&A sessions, answer customer questions. If you don't have anybody asking questions, because often you'll host a live and everybody's just very quiet, have some frequently asked questions ready at your fingertips. And you can say, well, these are questions that we've been asked regularly. Yeah, give the question, give the answer. It'll be great if you do it right from your store, and you can even demonstrate some of the things while you're doing that. Polls in stories are a great way to engage followers. So you can ask, what is your favorite color, and put 2 or 3 colors down. And strangely enough, people actually like filling in those polls. And it's all when you create the stories. Again, go back to the previous session, you'll see how you can do that. And then what I think is a great suggestion is there's quite a few store owners that already have created Instagram accounts. I would suggest that you all follow each other and like and comment and share each other's posts, because it's helping the algorithms. And if you all do it with each other, it will help all of you. And when you do that, don't just like and scroll on. Like and comment. And when you comment, it's better to use a comment of at least 5 words. If you only say great post, it's not going to do too much to the algorithm. But you say, I found this post really helpful. I'm going to go and try this technique at home myself. Or thanks for the share. That's a great idea. We're going to do that in our store as well. Something like that. So it looks authentic. It's showing Instagram that this post has value, and you all do it to each other, and you'll help each other's Instagram accounts to grow. So what I'm going to use it now is just look at some Instagram story things that we can do effectively. I'm going to run through them quickly because I want to show you some of the examples, and I see we're already 15 minutes in. Just excuse me while I have a drink. So one of the most important things is to understand your audience. Identify who your target customers are. So a few examples is DIY enthusiasts, professional painters, homeowners, and probably contractors as well. So your content to the DIY enthusiast will be different to that of professional painters and contractors. So you need a strategy for DIY and homeowners, and you need a slightly separate strategy for professionals and contractors. And you can have a mix of those kind of posts targeting those different audiences. And then have some clear objectives. What is your goal? Is it to increase brand awareness? Is it to drive traffic to your website? Is it to promote the current promotions? Because that will help you to define your content strategy. Those are just 2 helpful things to help you get going when you start and you think, what do I do? What do I do? Some other ideas, showcase your products. And I'll show you some examples of this in a minute, but use some great images and show your products in various settings. You can highlight your color range. You can highlight different types of paints for different surfaces. You can do all sorts of things, far better than I do. And then a great thing is user-generated content, which we have spoken about before as well. If you can get clients who have bought your paint to send you before and after photos, or send pictures or little videos of projects that they've just done with your paint, and you ask them for permission to use it on the Instagram page and the Facebook page, that is the highest form of word of mouth. It's really, really fantastic. They will definitely come and like it. Their friends might end up seeing it. So it's really, really worth asking them for that content. Alternatively, you can ask them to share it to your page, but it's best if you get the content from them, post it yourself, and tag them in it. If they're not on Instagram, you won't be able to tag them, but it's still a great marketing tool because it is the highest form of word of mouth. Again, we spoke about polls already. You can also create quizzes on stories. And so when you create a story, down the right-hand side of the screen, there's a whole lot of options that you can use. Once again, we did show it in the previous session. So it will be on the platform where all these videos are. Share behind the scenes content. People love that. They love to see the people behind the product. They love to see what's happening in your store. Birthdays, people who've had babies. Obviously, you've got to get permission from your staff to do this. Any launches that you've got, or anything new in your store. Just anything that is fun. And again, I'll show you some behind the scenes content in a minute. When we have our promotions, it's a great, you can download the videos straight off Facebook and use them on Instagram as well. Great to do that, especially the video content. How-tos are fantastic. So if you show people quick tips on painting techniques, maintenance advice, any how-tos that you know that's regarding DIY or painting is absolutely fantastic content to use. That's the type of stuff. It's giving your customers value, and that's what they want. Color combination guides, mood boards, that kind of thing, or anything to do with home decor will be fantastic type of content. You can also, when you create a story and even a post, use a location sticker. So you will say at the end, when you've done your caption, you can tag people if you want to. You can also then say the location. It should automatically come up. So if you're in Fourways, you will tag Fourways. And that then helps to reach people in the Fourways area. So it's a great thing to do. And in stories, you can also create a hashtag sticker, which is the same as using the hashtags in the post. But in stories, don't do 9 stickers. In fact, I think it only allows you to do 1 hashtag. Once again, consistency is key. So I would recommend that you try and do at least 3 Instagram posts a week. If you can do more, great. If you can't, even if you only do 1 a week, but just make sure that you're at least doing 1 a week so that it is consistent. And then you can create what is called highlights. So at the top of your Instagram account, I will show it to you in a minute, these highlights keep the stories that you create. So for instance, you could have DIY projects as a highlight, and anything that you post about DIY projects in the stories, you can then save it in the highlights and it stays there always. So I'm going to show you all these things now before we finish. Let me just get there. Okay, so what I've done is I've pulled up, sorry about that, here we go. I pulled up these accounts earlier. Just trying to get my screen to the top of the page. There we go. All right, so this is Universal Paints Greenstone. It's a business account that Stone Ridge did back in the day. And I just wanted to show you that when you have a business account, you can put in the website address. So a lot of the stores, like here, we've got Boksburg. They haven't even put in their address. If we look at Woodmead, they've just put the Universal Paints main page, which is fine. But if you want to highlight your store, you can put your the branch. When you go to the Universal Paints website, there's a separate landing page for each store. So you can put that address in there. What I wanted to show you here was one of the DIY type posts. This is a reel. They've actually pulled this straight in from TikTok, but they haven't written a great caption there. But this mixing the paint is quite a fun video to watch. It's like one of those things that sort of draws you in and mesmerizes.
Sorry, Corin.
Yeah.
Can you share that page for Instagram? I can't see it. I'm still seeing the Word document.
Oh, thank you. Let me just stop sharing and start again. So didn't you see any of the stuff that I did for
No,
Instagram?
not on Instagram.
No, we've only been seeing the Word document.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to quickly show you again then. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't put the music on because it's so loud. But basically, they just this is what a reel is, and they're just showing one of these sort of mesmerizing videos of mixing paints, and it's just one of the fun things to bring in. What I was showing earlier was when you have a business account, you can put your email, not your email, your website address there. And what I was suggesting is that the different stores put in the landing page. I know this is an old account, but it just had the example. You put in the landing page of the store instead of the main universal paints, just to make it more localized. Boksburg, here is what I was talking about with the highlights. So they've got voted best. Sorry, Ron, are you trying to say something?
No, not at all.
Oh,
sorry, maybe
okay.
background noise.
No worries. So if we clicked on voted best, we would see all the stories that they've saved. You see, it just has them all here. That will stay here forever and will just rotate as people look at it. So it's a great way to store your stories. Here, I don't know what, spray your roof. So here they're doing everything about roofs. Actually looks the same, but that's the concept of it. Revamp or makeovers, UP Cares. Let's have a look at that. There you are. So it's a great way to save stories, and you can create whatever highlights you want. You could have DIY projects, you could have color combinations, you could have whatever different things you want. The Boksburg account I quite enjoy because they do some quite fun things. Like they don't only do the store stuff, but they also put some social stuff. Like, yeah, sorry, what are you doing this weekend? Fun Friday. Sorry, I can't. I have plans. It's just a fun post, and it's social, and this is social media after all. But then they also put things like when they were at the Christmas village, things like that. So it's a nice mix of different type of posts. Woodmead, what I love about Woodmead is they've also got a few highlights I see. Looks like specials that they've had. But they've also put, like here they close. So they also have a good mix of posts and of reels. When you see that little sign there, it means it's a reel. We looked at this one last time with Simone in her wedding dress. But they also, like I said, behind the scenes, if you look here. I haven't put the music on, but they're just putting some fun behind the scenes thing. My only comment is I would have put a caption to the video. And you can see there they've used CapCut. But nevertheless, it's just a quick, easy, fun post showing what's going on in the store. And it's something that people do like to see. And then the last example is, this is Alan's Neck. So it looks like they're doing a little Christmas theme, which is quite a fun idea. Brush into Christmas, 12 days of festive inspiration with Universal Paint. So if we go into that post, I said to you, you can do a slightly longer caption, and you can see it nicely here with their different hashtags. And then they've carried, so they're doing 12 days of festive inspiration with Universal Paint. I think this is a really fun idea. And you can see here they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks into day 6. So just fun ideas to use for Instagram. That's it for today, guys. And in fact, that is it for the year. We will come back, Natalie. You'll let us know when we'll start again in the new year.
Yes, I'll let you know.
Great. And in the meantime, we will put this video up on the platform, and honestly, we'd love to hear more from everybody, what type of things you would like to hear in these sessions. Are they helping you? Anything that can help us going forward to help you. That's it, guys. That's it
Excellent.
for today.
Thanks, Corin. Have a good Christmas.
Yes, Merry
Thank you.
Christmas to all of you and Happy New Year as well.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye,
Awesome.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.